Hans Rise. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where this is what you need to know about the 2023 Alfa Romeo Tonale debut. Now, I did just post on my channel the full presentation debut of the Alfa Romeo Tonale. It is a 25-minute video, so if you don't want to sit through all of those details, I can do sort of a roundup here for you guys to see some pictures and talk more about deeper details into the car. Now, Alfa Romeo has finally taken off the wraps of the production version of the 2019 concept, and not a moment too soon, there's a huge weight of expectation resting on the small crossover shoulders. And the small SUV segment is booming, and the Tonale recipe is a bang up to date that includes 3 hybrid options, making this Alfa Romeo's first ever electrified car. Now, it promises a much better quality interior than found on the more expensive models in the range. And Alfa Romeo says that it employed several methods to ensure strong residual values, including using NFT technology. Now, compared to the 2019 Tonale concept, looks a little less slightly aggressive due to its blockier front and rear lights, which appear to mimic the iconic Zagato SZ. Bigger door mirrors, also with conventional door handles in place, show the car's flush fit jobs. Now, the rear overhang also is awkwardly longer, but in every aspect, what you see here is pretty much what we were promised about 3 years ago, at least as far as the exterior is concerned. Now, as for the changes to the headlight apertures, they won't come as a surprise to anyone who remembers all of the leaked images and the spy photos that has surfaced since 2019. And if you're not convinced, the stock 18-inch wheels are going to adequately fill those voluptuous arches. 19s and 20s are also an option, which is just a takeaway. Now, underneath the skin is the evolution of an older FCA platform seen on cars like the Jeep Compass, but with a wider track and a greater use of aluminum and modifications made to suit the new hybrid drivetrains. And measuring at 178.4 inches, 4,530 millimeters long, and 63 inches, 1,600 millimeters high, the Tonale is 1.8 inches, 46 millimeters longer, and 0.6 inches, 16 millimeters further from the sun than its rival Audi Q3. Alfa also claims a 13:6:1 steering ratio, which is the quickest in its class, and says that the fixed 4-pot Brembo brake calipers, frequency selective dampening FSD, standard kit Koni shocks, and optional adaptive versions means that it's more fun to hustle your way than the average small SUV. Now, there's no mechanical limited slip differential, but you do get a brake-based version to help battle understeer at high speeds and traction problems on low surfaces. Now, the Tonale will feature not one but 2 conventional hybrid variants, a PHEV plus conventional ICE engines. Which of those you're offered is largely depending on where you are in the world. The 2 regular hybrids both consist of 1.5-liter 4-cylinder gas motors mounted to 48-volt 15-kilowatt electric motors mounted to a 48-volt 15-kilowatt electric motor. The entire package driving the front wheels alone through a 7-speed dual clutch transmission. Now, the base model makes 128 horsepower, 130 PS on gas, before 20 horsepower, 21 PS of electricity is added. But the more expensive version gets a VGT blower that lifts ICE output to 158 horsepower, 160 PS, and gets the same hybrid boost on top. Both models will let you start off, cruise, and park using purely electric power, and Alfa is promising economy equivalent to a diesel engine, which a few European markets will still get. But if you prefer your hybrid to come along with the plug, you're going to want your Tonale to come with all-wheel drive, which will step up to the Q4 version, which Alfa claims is built with the US and Middle East markets in mind rather than the European markets. Now, the Q4 PHEV actually runs a smaller ICE engine than other hybrid setups up front, swapping out the 1.5 for a 1.3-liter multi-air that drives the front axle, while the rear end is pushed along by a dedicated electric motor. Now, the powertrain is based on the package revealed in 2020 on the Jeep Compass 4xe in Europe, but instead a total system output of 237 horsepower, 240 PS, it delivers 272 horsepower, 275 PS. And instead of the 7.5 seconds that the Compass 4xe needs to reach 62 miles per hour, the Q4 can do it in just 6.2 seconds. Alfa is keeping quiet about how quick the other variants are though. And you'll also get a 15.5 kilowatt battery in the Q4 versus the 11.4 kilowatt in the Compass. That delivers up to 50 miles 80 kilometers of electric driving on the city cycle and 37 miles, 60 kilometers combined. The Tonale PHEV will be even more useful than Ford's unusually long-legged Kuga PHEV. Now for North America, aside from the 272 horsepower PHEV Q4 all-wheel drive, Alfa will also offer the Tonale Q4 all-wheel drive with a conventional 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with 256 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque, paired with a 9-speed automatic transmission driving all 4 wheels. Select European markets, including Italy, will be offered with a 1.6 turbo diesel producing 128 horsepower. Alfa also made a brief reference to a non-hybrid car design for the US, but gave no details. But don't get your hopes up for a lightweight GTA-M version. Now, Alfa claims that technically, yes, it could build another hot hatch version, but also says this segment is more rational, so no decision has been made. Now, engineers also say that although the platform was originally conceived for ICE cars, it could be used to build a full EV Tonale in the future, and that's almost certainly a bigger priority. But CEO Jean-Philippe Imparato has previously confirmed that the first electric Alfa will debut in 2024 and that the company is considering a quadrifolio EV variant. Now, sadly, Alfa decided against offering the Tonale in a manual. Now, a spokesman suggested that this decision to position it as a premium product meant ditching the 3-pedal option. But the supercar-like aluminum paddle shifters really set of an interior that, judged on these images, stands head and shoulders above anything you've seen previously on an Alfa Romeo production car. And in the interior, these first images reveal the configurable TFT instrument display and a new Amazon Alexa-equipped tablet infotainment system in more detail. The 12.5-inch gauge pack still sits under Alfa's trademark 1960s style double cowl, and one of its 3 selectable layouts even features a retro typeface for speed and revs, but the 10.25-inch main touchscreen allows you to customize the position of its widgets. And we all know this Uconnect 5 display from currently being in all Maserati models, including the new MC20 supercar. Now, at the base of the console, but mounted at an angle rather than flat, as on the Stelvio and Giulia, is the familiar DNA driving mode selector, which can be used to change the character of the steering, throttle, and adaptive dampers if fitted, but now of course also modifies the behavior of the electronic proportion of the powertrain on hybrid models. And as you can see, you can turn that traction control off. Finally, thank you, Alfa. Now, bragging about the best-in-class driving dynamics is very well, but Alfa knows that the purchase and ownership experience it needs to nail to persuade people out of their Audis, BMWs, and Mercedes. So it extended the main vehicle warranty to 5 years and covers the batteries on hybrid models for 8 years, 150,000 kilometers or 93,000 miles. And it does try to improve those residual value rates, promising buyers looking for a used car will get the same experience with warranties that cover those buying one new. But now also has a video check system to improve transparency when the additional pairs are needed behind what had already originally been agreed. It requires technicians to work according to mobile app instructions and deliver a video to the customer outlining the reason for the additional work. And if that's not innovative enough, Alfa is claiming an automotive first for the inclusion of non-fungible tokens, yes, NFT technology. With a customer's consent, the NFT will record data about the car that can be later used to solidify the residual values by proving that the car was properly maintained. So with that said, that's all we know so far about the Alfa Romeo Tonale, but more will come to light when orders go live in April. We're supposed to have it in dealerships by June 4th of 2022 this year, but that's not set for all markets. We know that for the European markets. So we'll have to wait to see when the orders go up, when the configurator goes live, and when we can get more about the upcoming Tonale SUV. But with that said, what do you guys think about the breakdown today? What are some of your concerns? What are some things that you're happy with? And what are some things that you're curious about in the future? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy the video today, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Giving the video a like will help get it up in the rankings. More people can see it, and we can have a bigger discussion on the new debut of the 2023 Alfa Romeo Tonale. Now, with that said, if you guys want to help further support the channel, always check the links down below. I have a one-time link donation for my PayPal, my Cash App, and my Venmo, just in case you guys want to donate $1 or $2 to the channel. I appreciate the love and support. Thank you so much. You guys can also check out the Ron's Rides merch, just in case you guys want stickers, coffee mugs, backpacks, long sleeve shirts, everything Ron's Rides is there. I'm also on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. See everything I'm posting. Ferrari, Maserati, and Alfa Romeo that doesn't always make it here to the channel. Now make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, but click the notification bell so you don't miss one video. And with that said, you guys be blessed, have a great day, and we will talk to you guys in the next Ron's Rise video. Peace.